Welcome to the Radio Freaks at radiofreaks.tv. Now part of the Misfits Network. Available at themisfitsnetwork.com.
Initialize sequence now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Radio Freaks.
Hello, freaks!
Russian roulette is bareback sex with 6 chicks and one of them has AIDS.
Ooh, Hustler magazine. I finally get to see what a vagina looks. Oh god! Oh my god!
You don't have to do any work. Clock in and sit down. Why do you call yourself stupid for 2 hours?
And any guest you can get on this show, you should consider a special guest.
I'm a horrible fucking human being. I'm seriously going to hell.
Brian, why does everything you touch turn to garbage?
We're completely just fucking self-destructing. Welcome to the Radio Freaks, radiofreaks.tv. Another week of sexy, funny goodness right here at radiofreaks.tv. I'm Brian. Tony's over there.
Motherfucker.
Yes, I am.
Just fucking spilled a drink all over my mixer.
That's not good. I have fucked a lot of mothers in my day, though.
Everywhere.
Shit. Fear. That is hilarious. On the show tonight, our good pal Payton Sinclair comes back to hang out for a little bit. She'll be at Pornopalooza, the bachelorette party for the lovely Lainey Spicer, who's getting married. She's throwing a Pornopalooza, as I just said, in lieu of the traditional bachelorette party. Because, I mean, let's be honest. This is Lainey we're talking about. There's nothing traditional about this entire situation. So, why wouldn't she have a bachelorette party at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club and invite a shit ton of porn stars? Because it's just what everybody expects. So Payton will be there, along with Leighton Benton and a bunch of other of our friends, and it will be a great time. And you're all invited. So, looking forward to welcoming her back to the show to talk to her about that, among many, many other things I'm sure we will get into. If you'd like to call the show tonight, 951-FREAKS-0. That's 951-373-2570. Fucking fear. Shit. He's not happy. I know he's not. But that's funny.
Oh.
Huh?
Great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little low, but I can hear you. Oh, this is not going to be a good show, folks.
Yeah, okay. There we go. I think this is my headphones that are fucking.
From a co-host aspect, it's not going to be a good show. For the rest of the for everything else, it's going to be a great show. But Tony is not happy. And fear is not making it any better.
If I fucked up my mixer, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
I don't doubt it.
Alright. See, I can't even hear anything.
It does sound like you're a little underwater. Fear says that too.
How about
if
now?
you want, huh? Oh, I heard a click. Hopefully that's not the final click.
Oh, hello?
Oh, you're in and out, buddy. It's almost like we're doing an interview. No Tony. I don't know what it is with co-hosts on this show, but I've never had any co-host talk during the interview. It's like a tradition. Now, if Tony ever leaves this show and I wind up with some other co-host again, a fifth incarnation co-host, what the fuck was that? If I wind up with a fifth co-host, I'm just gonna have to tell them ahead of time you're not allowed to talk during the interview. We went from really, really loud, like I could hear everything, some background noise, some white noise in your place, to now I can't hear anything. Yeah, that's a great idea. Fear says unplug it, shake it out, and then toss in some rice. That would be great if we weren't in the middle of a show. If you want to keep up with the latest on what's going on with the Radio Freaks, you can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Radio Freaks. Follow us on Twitter, @The Radio Freaks. You can like Tony's crap on Twitter by following him, @TrashCanLives. You can follow me, @WoodFloorLiquor. And, of course, we always like to promote Tony's podcast as well, the other project that he does, and does that with Montez every week, The Anticast. Go check them out, Anticast Live on Twitter, and check them out every week on iTunes, Stitcher, or at the website, anticast.live. So, big things coming, and I wish I could talk about them. But every time I talk about something, it jinxes it. So I'm going to keep my fucking mouth shut. Let's just say there's big things coming. And, yeah, sponsors and all sorts of stuff. So, I wish I could say something, but I wish Tony would say something. So, the beautiful Payton Sinclair coming back to us tonight. If you guys have not seen Payton Sinclair, she's a wild Jersey girl, and I had the pleasure of taking her to some press one day, to Anthony's actually, and it was great to spend I think I spent like 13 or 15 hours with her that one day, and it was like hanging out with her was pretty cool. She left a pair of panties in my car, actually. So that was cool. And then it's a good thing I have a wife that is understanding. Because that could have been awkward. So, yeah. But we're very happy to have her back on the show as part of promoting Pornopalooza. That was, so for those of you that don't know, I'm in the basement of my house doing this show, and it's right by the back door, and I was trying to think of the next thing to talk about and wondering where Tony went off to. Oh, there he is. And I heard by the back door a cricket noise, and I thought, well, that's just appropriate. I thought it was coming through your soundboard or something. I heard but really, really low.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is that better?
It is better.
I can't fucking hear myself. It's fucked it.
You sound a little bit like you're underwater, and I'm not even making you spilled a liquid on the mixer board joke.
Well, I'm calling from my phone and a shitty microphone that has a line in.
Aha. Why don't you just try calling from your phone, period? Maybe that might be better, without the line in.
All right.
See if that makes it any better.
I'm going to hang myself. Be right back.
Poor Tony. Poor Tony. That's all I got to say. He wasn't feeling well to begin with tonight. And his night's just getting worse.
But this is my phone audio.
Yeah, it was better the other way.
God,
It sounded like It sounded like you were on speakerphone.
No, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out. I swear to God.
No, don't do that. This is better than nothing at all. Just do it this way.
I'm not gonna fucking talk the second half of the show, anyways.
I don't know if you could hear me when I was saying it, but I said if you ever leave the show, it's like I've had this string of co-hosts that don't talk during the interviews anyway. So if you ever leave, I'm just going to have to tell the new co-host that they just can't talk during the interviews to keep the illusion going.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Tony doesn't talk during interviews. John never talked during interviews. The only one that really
talk.
occasional. You talk more than John did. Alexa didn't talk much, and Danica was probably the chattiest of everybody. So.
Yeah, she shouldn't have talked.
Jesus.
Oh, I forgot. We're on the show. I thought I was just talking to you on the phone.
She's fallen off the grid. I doubt she's going to hear this anyway. It's fine. Oh, man.
I don't give a fuck anyways. What you gonna do, come after me?
This is true.
Call me ugly?
Well, you are, but she's changed all of her social media to her real name, so I'm guessing it's over, Johnny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The whole scandal after the whole, I don't even know his first name, but the Duggar kid, after that whole thing with the Duggar kid came out, she just, everything got weird for a while, and then she got hardcore back into the industry, and then one day it just all went away. So I don't know.
Sounds a little unstable to me.
Could be. I don't know.
I like how you're just towing the line. You're like, yeah, fine, possible.
Well,
I'm not gonna say that.
What do you expect me to say, dude? You can say that shit. You don't know her. I'm not going to say it.
I'll say it all. I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
I'm supposed to be her friend. I'm not going to say that shit.
This is an edgy, raw, uncensored podcast. We're gonna say whatever we want and not care what anybody thinks about it. So anyways, yeah, that's yeah, it's my favorite noise. So I'm hungover and I did skipped work today and I just probably ruined my mixer, so it's been a great day.
You skipped work today?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had known that.
Why?
Just because, like, we were going to maybe pre-tape something today, an interview, which fell through at the last minute. That we're going to pre-tape it for next week, and we're going to have that guest on. But if I had known that, I would have tried a little bit harder.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to.
Fly under the radar.
I was basically bedridden
Gotcha.
today, and toilet ridden.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my ass lately, other than the fact that it's my ass and my GI tract is fucked up anyway. But dumps. Not that anybody wants to hear about that.
Whoa, wacky kooky guy talking about poop. We talk about real stuff that guys want to hear, like shitting and drinking and fucking girls.
That's gonna get old real quick.
I know. I really didn't want to keep going.
I hate when other people do that shit, and then I realize we're doing a parody, but
I'm not being serious.
So yes, well you've had an interesting week. You did your show.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't even posted it yet. I'm so lazy.
Why do you do that?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I need to get on a schedule.
You know how OCD I am about this show, and you know that I do not get up from my desk when this show is over until it's posted.
Oh, I know. But you also know that I'm a piece of garbage.
Well, there's that.
And I'm an alcoholic, so.
And there's that.
Sometimes gets in the way of responsibilities I need to do.
What are you eating live on the show?
Pizza.
Oh, all right.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Sure.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I'm like, look, just because you're sending out emails about you're not happy with your numbers, don't fuck up this show.
What do you mean? I'm content with our numbers. I just know they're not up there.
I'm just saying.
I'm a realist. Yep. So, what have you been doing? What the hell's going on around this damn country?
I don't know.
There ain't nothing. This has been kind of a slow fucking news week so far.
That's, you know what? With the shit that's been going on lately, I'm happy about that.
I know. I mean, we don't normally talk about fucking news anyways. And normally we have a guest this hour.
Yes. So I'll just throw it out there because I promised him I would promote shows anyway. We were going to have Angela Johnson on the show. She's in Helium this weekend, and they passed. And then I, at the last minute, panicked and tried to get a hold of our good pal Adam Ferrara last night. And I texted him at like 11 o'clock Eastern, which is like 7 Pacific time.
No idea.
And we were going to try and set something up for today, but he was going to be flying, so then we were going to try and pre-tape it, and things got mixed up with time zones and shit. But we're going to pre-tape something next week and promote his gigs up at Wilkes-Barre. But I did tell him I would help him promote this week, which is why we were looking to have him on. He's going to be at the Stress Factory, Vinnie Brand's Stress Factory in beautiful New Brunswick, New Jersey. The recently renovated Stress Factory, I might add. Mark and Vinny and Vicky all put a lot of good work into renovating the bar and a bunch of other stuff up at the Stress Factory. And they're working on, maybe we'll have him on to talk about it. We'll definitely have him on to talk about it when it opens, but maybe we'll have him on to talk about it before then. They're opening up a Stress Factory in Connecticut.
Ooh.
They're branching out. I believe it's in Hartford, I think. I believe. So they'll be going up against the Funny Bone.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. If
It's
it weren't for the,
it's a franchise now.
it will be, yes. And if it weren't for the fact that that Mark and him are good friends, I'm sure there would be a Stress Factory in Philly. So, because Vinny's down here all the time performing at Helium, so I'm sure there would be a Stress Factory in Philly if Mark and him were not friends. But you can check out Adam Ferrara this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday at 7:30, Friday 7:30 and 9:45, and then Saturday 7:30 and 9:45. The Stress Factory is located at 90 Church Street in New Brunswick, New Jersey. For more information, you can go to stressfactory.com or call 732-545-4242. You can also follow the Stress Factory on Twitter at Stress Factory CC, and you can follow Adam on Twitter at Adam Ferrara, AdamFerrara. So, go see our good pal Adam Ferrara, and hopefully we'll have him on the show next week, like I said, because he's going to be in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, which is not far from Philadelphia at all. So if you're in the area and you miss him at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, or he's a little bit too far to go to the Stress Factory, definitely check him out next week at Wilkes-Barre. So I'm gonna have to look and see. I'll have to look and see if he's coming out near you anytime soon.
I look all the time, like I've said before. No good comedians. Me and Montez might go see Hannibal Buress November 11th, I think. But
Right.
that's at the theater downtown.
Let's see. Adam's going to do 2 nights at the FM Kirby Center, which I saw Bill Cosby at, actually. It's a nice theater. And he'll be doing 2 shows, 7:30 and 9:30 in Wilkes-Barre. And then Saratoga Springs the night after that, which is a little bit further north in New York. And then he's coming back down to do Governors in Levittown for 2 nights, Friday and Saturday the following week, 23rd, 24th. And then he'll be out in Vegas the first weekend in October, the 1st actually. And then he'll be down in Maryland at Magooby's Joke House in Timonium in Maryland on the 6th of October. Actually, that whole weekend, 6th, 7th, and 8th, he'll be down there. Let's see. Tacoma, Washington, D.C. This motherfucker's back. Whoever books his shows really needs to just look at a map and stop throwing darts because he's all over the place. He's back and forth across the country like every week. Then he's going to Cancun. He'll be at the Benito Juarez Quintana Roo, Mexico at the Just for Laughs Resort. Indianapolis. Then I'll be back in Jersey in November. Schaumburg, Illinois. And then he'll be back in Helium in March of next year. So I'm sure there'll be other dates in between. But always a great show. And let me tell you, I was looking through the number of times different comedians have done our show. I'm getting a little bit of an echo from your end.
I'll mute myself. Bye.
No, don't. I mean, you don't have to mute yourself if there's some other way to do it. But
I don't know why there'd be an echo.
It's gone now.
I got my headphones on, so.
I was counting how many times certain comedians have been on the show, and of course, I saw our good pal Robert Kelly recently at Creeps for Kids, as Ron Bennington called it. Creeps for Kids. Creeps for Kids.
Isn't it with kids? But
it is Creeps with Kids. But if you were there at the show, he kept calling it Creeps for Kids.
Well, yeah, 'cause they did that stupid song parody of probably not just mine, everyone's least favorite fucking commercial, especially if you have satellite. You know exactly that fucking dumb song. Cars for Kids? Ugh.
But
I hate that
what you don't realize is that's on every fucking radio station in the New York market.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I would have no idea.
It's on every fucking radio station.
It's awful.
And they used to play it on the No Fate and Razor
Do not
show.
play it. God damn it. I'm taking my headphones off.
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
Can we stop?
1877 cards.
God, this motherfucker can't even sing.
Roman used to play that. Just like I just did with the... Roman used to play that. The Cars for Kids jingle at just the weirdest times during the No Fate and Razor show, just to piss people off.
Is that why they keep doing it? Is because that's how it's gotten so popular?
Yes, it's an earworm. It's absolutely an earworm.
God. I'm so glad I don't live in New York. I have to fucking listen to that bullshit. Ugh.
Well, it's terrestrial radio, my friend, so there's that, too. Just saying.
But I hear it on satellite all the fucking time, too. It's awful.
So they've spread to satellite radio.
So anyways, you were talking about Robert Kelly and the show.
But yes, our good pal Robert Kelly I saw. And Robert Kelly, I reminded him, who's, can I just say, fucking killing it on Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll on FX. If you haven't been watching it, holy shit, go to FX now and watch it now. That's their online streaming service. It's called FX Now, I believe.
Well,
And watch it. Holy shit, is it good? Especially if you're a fan of Dennis Leary. But Liz Gillies, if you're looking for eye candy, hands down, Liz Gilly is one of the hottest women on television right now. Absolutely, hands down. So, I was going through the list of comedians that have been on the show. Robert Kelly, of course, our first guest on this show, back on episode 5 or 6, I believe it was. Robert Kelly came on the show to promote Cheat, which was a book he wrote with some other folks. Joe DeRosa and Billy Burr were part of that. And he came on to promote the book. And he had, I like to say he had such a good time that he forgot to promote the book. Whether he had a good time or not is obviously subjective, but he forgot to promote the book. And Meredith made him come back. Meredith was repping him at the time. Made him come back on the following week and plug the book. So he was on the show 2 weeks in a row. And as the story goes, Meredith enjoyed the interview so much that then we began working with Meredith, and she's booked hundreds of other comedians on the show for both the Stress Factory and for Helium Comedy Club. So I was looking through the number of times people have been on. Of course, I think Robert Kelly is probably the top at like 6 or 7 times, maybe 8 times over the last 6 years that we've been on the show.
There's something severely wrong with him for doing that many times.
Why? Don't knock it. You're gonna fuck it up, dude.
That's true. I don't. Yeah, he needs to continue not realizing it's a dumb decision on his part.
You're gonna ruin it. No, it's not a dumb decision. We're just as viable as any other fucking podcast. Why wouldn't he do this show?
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Don't even joke around, because then people are gonna take you seriously. You fuck.
That's the last thing I want people to do is take me seriously.
8, 9. He's been on the show at least 9 times. That I'm counting just this second. He's been on the show at least 9 times. At least 9 times. Last appearance was our 200th episode with Jackie the Joke Man Martling. So, but Adam Ferrara has been on the show like 5 times. And he also helped branch us out into working with the Borgata and everything else. So Adam Ferrara, a very, very good friend of the show. So we value his friendship and working with him. And anything we can do to help our pals, we really, really do try to do. Especially those that go out of their way to help us. And Adam definitely falls into that category. So,
indeed.
Last time Adam was on the show, March of this year. So we're about due to have him back. He was on episode 197 back on March 16th. You can go look it up, radiofreaks.tv, click on episodes, and I don't know why we never put the search bar on that main page like we were going to, but if you click on one of the episodes on the right-hand side, there's a search bar. You can just type Adam Ferrara in there, and then all of his appearances will pop up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I could do that, yeah.
You can do a lot of things. You're just a busy, busy boy, and it falls by the wayside, and I understand.
Am I?
Well, when you're not shitting your brains out laying in bed all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty pathetic if you ask me.
It happens, dude. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I guess. I need help.
Is it? Were you laying in bed because you were hungover, or just because you're sick? Oh, all right.
It's why I didn't go to work today.
Okay.
That's
well,
the problem.
Then maybe there's a problem.
Yes, when I start calling in sick to work because I'm too hungover to go in, or still drunk and probably shouldn't have gone in anyways. Yeah.
Speaking of still fucked up, there was a let's just say a herbal medication that I tried once. And I did it to help fall asleep, as I've been known to do on occasion. And really the only time I do. But I did it to fall asleep, and holy shit was I still fucked up the next day.
Yeah, it's never fun when you wake up and you're still drunk from the night before.
No.
It's like, fuck, that's the whole point of sleeping, is I want this to go away.
So, yeah. It definitely was one of those. I didn't. Then I started wondering if there was something I could do to counteract that effect, and I don't think there is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of it does what it does. I mean, with drinking, that's one of the reasons I don't really like smoking is with the drinking. I mean, you could eat some greasy ass food, drink some water, then you'll kind of you'll get back to normal. Or something happens, your adrenaline kicks in, and you're not drunk anymore. The cops come, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you're high, you're fucking high. There ain't shit you can do about it.
Yeah.
You're high. You're high until it's done. So if you want to get out of it, you fucking sucks, dude. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm a control freak.
Well, I mean, even with narcotics, if you use Narcan, it's going to snap you out of it. But to my knowledge, I don't believe there's anything for pot. So.
Yeah, I mean, someone said, well, why would you want to snap out of it? It's so great. Well, sometimes it's not.
Right.
Sometimes you look like a fucking asshole when you're high, and you're annoying to talk to.
Yep.
Oh, that's not everybody. Well, great. I don't know everybody. Fuck you.
You really are in a salty mood tonight.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm the worst when I'm hungover. That's why I usually stay home, because I cannot be in public. Because I've literally almost gotten in fights with random ass people just for looking at me weird.
Wow.
Because I'll just walk and be like, "What are you looking at?" I'm one of those people.
But why though? Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm like that normally. Like if I see somebody staring at me, I'm the type of person who'll just go, "What are you looking at? What?" Like I don't give a shit. I don't like people who stare.
Some people just like to people watch.
Yeah, I don't care. Don't watch me. Watch someone else.
I'm one of those people too. Sometimes I just like to watch people. They're fun to watch.
Well, you gotta be clever at it too. That's the thing. If I fucking notice you're staring at me, then I'm gonna say something.
Right.
Gotta use your peripherals.
I mean, if it's a girl or something,
yeah,
that's a
I'll
whole
say it to
nother
anybody.
thing. If it's a girl or something, I can totally understand not staring. But if it's just regular people, I don't understand why you can't just watch somebody. I mean, especially if you're in like a mall, if you're in a mall or you're watching people walk down the street or what have you, I don't see the problem with that. But keep
your eyes straight.
It didn't work out well for other people. It got them fired even. So minding your own business, just taking pictures of skyscrapers and shit.
I mean, I would never start a fight with somebody, and it's not like if you just kind of happen to glance at me and then look away, I'm going to be like, what are you looking at? It's the people that I could see actually staring. I just fucking hate that. That's like, or at a restaurant, if I'm sitting there eating and someone's watching me, I could tell. I'm just like, what? What? And most people will just back down and be like, huh?
Yeah.
I really am an asshole, but it's fine. I don't care. I'll do the passive aggressive loud excuse me if someone gets too close to me walking by or isn't polite, very loud.
Right.
Or I don't do some people hold the door and they don't say thank you and then you're like, you're welcome. I won't do that. That's just
passive aggressive, I think.
That's just kind of cunty. But I'll do the excuse me, all right, what's the other one I do? I'm just kind of rude all the time to people.
I really don't think it has to do with your drinking. I just think you're an asshole.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just saying it gets worse when I'm hungover. because I also have no filter because I'm just pissed off already.
Yeah. Not always a good thing, I don't think.
Yeah,
I can understand where that would come in handy, but you're not an MMA fighter, so.
No, I mean, again, I've gotten a good ass kicking before, so I'm not one of those people who's never gotten a good fist to the jaw.
I can't say that I can't realize that maybe there's something to that.
I mean, it's not. It's rare. I'm usually the one that's beating the shit out of people, but I've got my comeuppance.
I can honestly say that I have never, as an adult, I'm talking 18 years or older, probably younger than that, but I'll go 18. 18 years or older, I have not been in a physical altercation with another human being that did not involve employment. Now, what I mean by that is I've worked as a bouncer at some places.
Yeah. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. I've not been in a personal physical confrontation with another human being.
I was in a fight a month ago.
Since I was at least 18 years old. I know you have.
A month ago, I got in a fight at a bar.
I know. we were concerned that you may have destroyed that pretty little nose of yours.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I definitely don't like fighting anymore, but I've been in plenty of fucking fights. Some good, some bad. A few of them made me not want to leave my house for a few days and not answer my phone because I was embarrassed and looked like a fucking idiot.
I would say they're all bad.
Yeah, they've all been pretty
There's no real reason, in my opinion, there's not a whole lot of reasons to get it to a physical level, I don't think.
Let's see. Most of my fights, honestly, were, just drunken stupidity.
Perhaps I'm just a pussy, but I really don't understand some people that get into physical altercations for the sake of having physical altercations.
Again, me and my buddy Pat used to just fight, like, when we were, 17, 18, 19. We used to just get in fights together just because. It was just fun.
Because it was something to do.
Or we just, both like to beat the shit out of people. And, we would pick, two kids at a party that we didn't like. And start fucking with them until, they would never throw the first punch, so.
Huh.
It's great. But again, that was back then. Now, I don't want to fight, but...
But you still continue to.
I know. I mean,
you don't want to. That's
only
like
if
saying...
it's super drunken filled.
That's like saying...
Fueled.
I don't want to do heroin, but I just can't help putting this needle in my arm.
I mean, that's pretty much how it goes.
I suppose technically it is. That's really about the junkie's argument right there. I don't want to do heroin. I know it's terrible for me, but I just can't stop putting this needle in my arm.
I know trying to fight random people is,
It's pointless and there's no winner.
Yeah, and it is a drug. I guess you could, it's illegal.
Adrenaline is a drug, and that's what you get from it is an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. I know, I gotta stop fighting, though.
You're how old now?
27.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Unless you're a biker, and I'm not talking the average biker. I'm talking like Hell's Angels or pagans or, warlocks or something. Unless you're a biker and that's your modus operandi is to just go out and pick fights with people, then you probably shouldn't be getting into bar fights or just physical altercations with other people unless you're A, a bouncer, or B, an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's a 6th degree black belt, and he's in a motorcycle club that you kind of like what you were referring to.
Yes.
And he's like, he doesn't even fight. Every time I tell him I got in a fight, he's like, you're a fucking idiot.
Right. And your father is a biker.
And he can fight. But he doesn't.
And he knows his pussy son should not be getting into arguments. Even your father.
Hold on. I'm not a pussy, let's be honest here. Just have poor judgment.
Huh?
I said I just have poor judgment, that's all.
Oh, don't we know it.
Yeah, but I do have poor judgment on a lot of things, don't I?
There's a lot of things.
Fighting, women.
You've had good luck with women in recent months, but there was a while there.
Oh yeah, it was a hellhole. God, I'm
not
glad.
even blaming. Honestly, I'm not even really blaming the women. You had a lot to do with a lot of those.
This intervention. Is this one of those intervention shows?
It's
again?
really not. It was not intended to be. However, it's looking that way, isn't it?
It's all good. Every once in a while. And I think every time we do this too, I kind of do have like a week of goodness, and then I feel good about myself, and it's back to being a shit.
You come out with excuses, is really what it is, and then
I? What do I do?
it's not really that bad, or whatever.
Well, it's called addiction, sir.
Yes. And it's not like there's a court case pending where I need to go to rehab, but you should. Some other people go to rehab, and they probably should have anyway, but it was for legal reasons. You, on the other hand, you probably should just go.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should.
I don't think it's a huge problem, but why let it get to that point?
I agree. Can I just do home rehab? Where's Dr. Steve? Get him on the line.
It does. It really doesn't work that way.
I know. God, fucking 30 days though.
Yeah.
That's a long.
Look at
time.
it this way.
I can't do the show.
Look at it this way. Would you rather do 30 days in a self-imposed hell, or would you rather do 30 days in a jail cell?
Oh, the old would you rather game. All right.
Yes. Because if you continue to act like an asshole and continue to get into bar fights, it really honestly could come down to that.
Trust me, I know. And if I keep calling off work and, blah, 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 even though I don't do it often. But
It's a spiraling problem.
I know. I'm not drinking tonight.
Only because you spilled something on your fucking mixing board already, so you've sworn off drinking for the night.
No, it was just cranberry juice.
Oh.
I promise.
Forget about the vodka that was in it, but it was just cranberry juice.
I promise you I'm not drinking.
Little hair of the dog.
Yeah, I can't hear the dog today. I felt too shitty all day.
Nice.
Which you said, I'm actually better and quicker and more entertaining to talk to and listen to when I'm sober.
I think so. That's my opinion.
I don't know. I mean, I am pretty funny and witty during the day, but after 5 o'clock, I think it just 5 o'clock and on, it's just a bomb fest usually.
Right.
So maybe I'll do it. I don't know, dude. It's just.
Look, it's a suggestion.
I know you can't.
I have no power over you in that.
I'm so
regard.
glad you don't live here or I live there, because I would hate to be like, hey, coming on over for the show, and then fucking my mom and dad and you are sitting down there in your studio. Fucking, all right, Tony, this is your intervention. Fuck.
Well, that would be a feat in of itself, getting your parents in the same room, I think.
No, they'd be fine.
Really?
No, don't even consider this, you fuck.
If it's anything like my parents, it would be a feat to get them in the same room.
Well, I don't like how you're considering doing it now that I brought it. You're like, wait, how easy would it be to get them together?
Tony, so you're going to come to the East Coast in a week or so, right? We can get this set up.
Yeah, maybe you are planning it. Maybe because you did text me the other day, like, hey, so we're planning on get you here, blah, blah, blah. You're already planning this, aren't you? No wonder my dad and mom haven't texted me the last few days.
I wish I could take credit for that, but no, that's really not it.
And we'll do it live on air.
Yes,
Live.
well, if I'm going to do it, might as well do it for ratings.
Oh, duh.
Might as well get something out of it.
Well, and then I couldn't do a show for 4 weeks, so it'd be a perfect way to end.
We wouldn't take time off, though.
No,
We'd just plow through.
Yeah. I couldn't call in. I have to I have to read books and shit? Oh, God. Play cards. Play cards with heroin addicts? Boo. Who's gonna take care of my cat? And there's all these things.
I'm sure your chick would take care of your cat.
No, she needs to go to fucking rehab too.
You know what? Maybe she does. I don't know.
It wouldn't hurt. She really turns into a real bitch when she gets drunk. Oh God. And I know some dudes can relate.
It could just be because you are an asshole when you drink, so she's reacting to you.
I'm actually the opposite, honestly. Like, I'm not an ass. I do fight when I drink, but I'm not just like a blatant asshole. There's reasons. But I'm sure some dudes can relate, dude. She turns. I mean, Anthony used to talk about how his wife would be like, okay, we're going to the bar. Everything's fine now, right? We're not fighting. Nothing. Nobody's mad, right? And then 3 shots in, it's like, fuck you.
Right.
It's like, oh, great.
Well, it could be caused by you as well, though.
No.
I'm just saying.
It's not.
I'm just saying it could be.
I mean, of course it could be, but I know it's not. Maybe that's the denial part.
Who knows?
Maybe that's what the therapist will tell me. Sure, that's what they'll tell me.
We know enough therapists.
Yeah.
Should probably get somebody on the show to talk to you.
You think so?
I mean, if we're gonna make a bit out of it, we might as well make a bit out of it.
The sad part is it's not a bit.
But that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna continue to talk about it like it's a bit, we might as well make it a bit and maybe get you some help.
I mean, we could have Doc on, but he's not really a therapist.
No, I don't know if this is a fit for Dr. Steve.
I don't know. He was pretty. I mean, the health risks. He could scare me into fucking getting sober.
What, talking about cirrhosis of the liver and shit?
Yeah. Then again, I heard enough of that when I was listening to him talk to Lady Di back in the day.
He's going to tell you that it's just you're not going to get help unless you want to get help, which is the absolute truth.
Well, he's fucking downing fucking local craft IPAs and fucking with his pinky up.
You're not gonna get help until you want to get help because your liver craves the alcohol and that fluid is your body's dependent on it.
You're on the fluid route. Real original.
Look. Can't help it if he's got word crutches, okay?
It's true. I don't think he says that anymore.
Hummer John on Twitter. I love that he is a local guy that listens to the show. A Jersey, New York guy. Mentioning Dennis and Judy from New Jersey 101.5. And he says, hashtag keeping it local. Yes, he's referring to the
fake husband and wife team? Oh. No!
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
I wish I had that George C. Scott clip.
That's what I was referring to.
I know. No, Dennis and Judy are not a fake husband and wife team. They are your typical terrestrial radio male-female duo, but it's a talk format. And honestly, for as typical of that format as they are, they're not terrible to listen to, honestly. I actually kind of like Dennis and Judy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
That's too local for me.
It is. It's definitely Jersey. And my wife's in the car with me sometimes when we go to the Jersey Shore and we have to switch over radio stations from Philadelphia to New Jersey or New York market radio stations, and or even some local Jersey Shore stuff. And one of my favorites to listen to on the weekends is New Jersey 101.5 because they play classic rock or 80s and stuff like that. And their tagline is not New York, not Philadelphia. Proud to be New Jersey 101.5. Proud to be our own radio station, New Jersey 101.5. And yeah, it's cliche as it sounds, but Dennis and Judy really are not that bad.
Yeah, I think I brought this up the other one episode where you're talking about Hack Yes, terrestrial. One of the taglines for one of the radio shows, morning shows here was like, "Married with mics," or "Married with microphones." Ew. Judy and Tom married with microphones in the morning. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it really is.
There's not. I think that's like classic rock stations are like the only good terrestrial radio. Just for the music, I mean, like we just had the WEBN fireworks for Labor Day weekend. We do them every year.
Yeah, you were talking about that on your podcast this week, the Anticast, Anticast.live, Anticast.live, Anticast.live.
Thank you, but that episode's not up yet because I'm a piece of garbage.
All right.
And yeah, they've been doing the fireworks for 40 years. And I was like, it's like, is this the only thing that keeps you guys on the radio? But it's a free event, so. But shit.
I think I found it. I'm going to play this. I don't know if this is right or not because I'm obviously doing it unchecked. But let me see if this is the ID that I'm talking about.
WKXW Trenton.
No, it's not the right one. Let's try this one.
Why can't we have cool sounders like that?
New Jersey 101.5. Not New York, not Philadelphia. Proud to be New Jersey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Enough with the city. Enough with the state city pride bullshit. I always hate that shit.
What do you mean? Why don't we have cool stingers like that?
I don't know. Hacky radio stingers is my favorite.
Because we don't. I mean, that's why we don't.
I know. I'm kidding.
And we kind of do, if you think about it.
Enough about Jersey. It's everybody from Jersey. Always, all they talk about is fucking being from Jersey. We get it, Bruce Springsteen. You're from Jersey. Fuck you.
Hey, whoa.
What, is he like a saint?
Hey, whoa.
Am I stepping over a boundary?
I'm not even talking about Bruce. Let's lay off Jersey.
What?
I'm from Jersey, you fuck.
Well, exactly, and you fucking talk about it all.
And our host tonight, our guest tonight is a Jersey girl.
It's probably gonna be the new host after this show. I'm fucking cooked. But see, that's the thing. It's not even just Jersey. Fucking everyone from Cleveland that I know is like, Cleveland till I die, blah, blah. Ohio against the world.
Drew Carey, Cleveland rocks.
Yeah, Cleveland fucking sucks dick. Shut up. You're the fucking host of The Price is Right in middays. Fuck off.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't like pride. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt that has Cleveland on it, but right now, but my mom bought it for me, and I'm not at home.
We do have. I don't know if this is production or not. Let's see.
Hey, this is Adam Ferraro.
This is Jenna Rose, 2012 Penthouse Pet of the Year.
Hey, this is Jim Norton. Hey, this is Voss. Hey, this is Jim Florentine.
This is Bree Olson.
This is Gilbert Godfrey.
This is Arda Marine from Mad TV and Chelsea Lately.
Hey, it's your old pal, Dr. Steve from Weird Medicine, and you're listening to The Radio Freaks.
The Radio Freaks.
The Radio Freaks.
The Radio Freaks.
The Radio Freaks. The Radio Freaks.
Radio Freaks.
The Radio Freaks on RadioFreaks.tv. You little freak, you.
So I guess that's kind of production.
It doesn't have like the sweeping.
No, it doesn't. I've never done any of that shit. I think the closest. Yeah, no. I think the closest we've come to that is me doing our own little joke promos and stuff like our rejoiner and that kind of shit.
I think there was something that with an explosion in it.
Our opening.
There's something with
everything I touch turns to garbage. We're just fucking self-destructing, and then there's an explosion.
Oh, I was thinking of something else from another show.
Oh, it wasn't this show though.
Yeah, but I think I've been on it. I think I hosted.
Really?
So what changed?
Hey.
So what changed? That has an explosion in it, doesn't it?
It does.
That's how I thought.
I was trying not to throw you under the bus, but
I was doing it for you.
So what changed?
I thought that's where you're going. Where are you going with that one? I really am hacky, aren't I?
Well, there's that. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with our good pal Payton Sinclair. And since we are trying to help him promote his Stress Factory gigs this weekend, which you can get more information at stressfactory.com or by calling 732-545-4242 to get a hold of our good pal Vinny Brand and the people at the Stress Factory. Adam's doing 5 shows. Thursday 7:30, Friday 7:30 and 9:45, and then Saturday 7:30 and 9:45. Check them out, stressfactory.com, or call 732-545-4242 for tickets. And let's play a track off of Adam Ferrara, Funny as Hell, going into break. This is from his special, which is a few years old. Still very, very funny. And then we'll come back with the beautiful Payton Sinclair after these messages. Stay tuned. This is the Radio Freaks, radiofreaks.tv.
Oh my God.
1877 cards for kids. KARS cards for kids. 1877 cards for kids. Donate your card today.
You're gonna come back from break and just see my video feed of my legs swinging in the camera. Enough with that shit.
All right, seriously, for real. Here's Adam Ferrara, Couples Therapy. Stay tuned. This is the Radio Freaks, radiofreaks.tv.
We went to the couples therapy. I sat there, I looked at the guy, I said, all right, doc, what do we do? Well, Adam, you see, I can't tell you what to do. Really? For $125 an hour, could you put out cheese? Maybe. Why don't you pull your beard? Look like you're thinking. What do these diplomas mean, Sigmund? He said, okay, we're going to play a game called Total Honesty. Okay, this guy's a moron. What? Nothing. Just warming up. So she looks at me, and she goes, Adam, you don't listen. It's very frustrating. I talk to you, and talk to you, and you don't listen. You just don't listen. I know. I'm trying, baby. I really am. It's just that I don't care. I don't want to lie to you, honey. You are the most important person to me. I love you. I will support you. I will take a bullet for you, baby. Just shut up. Could you? You see, doctor, this is what he does. He comes close to real emotion and he makes a joke out of it because he can't. And don't you laugh at him. You're encouraging this behavior. We have very serious problems here. You know, I think he might be homosexual. He screams out the name Ramon in his sleep, okay? The doctor did say something I didn't get at the time, but it proved to be true later on. He goes, Adam, see, the problem is you've come from two different backgrounds. I'm like, doctor, this is a fascinating theory, possibly because we're not brother and sister. Did you ever think of that? Because culturally, it wasn't that big a stretch. I'm Italian, Catholic, she's Jewish, and the values are the same. It's food, family, and guilt. Her family, the guilt's better, and my family, the food's better. Because Jewish food, man. Happy Hanukkah, here's your bowl of blah. There you go. Is the ha-ha fresh? Everybody save room for... You like our food, Adam? Yeah, horseradish and this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Adam Ferrara. Hello, freaks. You're listening to the Radio Freaks at radiofreaks.tv.
Want to stay up on what's going on with the show? Like the Facebook page at facebook.com/The Radio Freaks and follow the show on Twitter at twitter.com/The Radio Freaks.
I'm Vinny Brand, and this is the world-famous Stress Factory Comedy Club. Every single weekend, right here in New Brunswick, the biggest names in the business. Get some great food and a cold beer, and you'll see the best stand-up comics the country has to offer. Log on to StressFactory.com to buy your tickets and check out all the best show information. Or call us at 732-545-4242. The Stress Factory. Your friends are right. This place is great.
Yo, 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 damn son. I was here to talk to you about Bro Flowers. Yeah, that's right, broflowers.com. If you needs to get Valentine's Day flowers for your mama, your baby mama, your shorty, or your secretary, broflowers.com is the place to go. Shit, we get you the freshest flowers money can buy. We use our assorted network of growers such as hospitals, churches, cemeteries, nursing homes, and those fucking gas stations where you could buy a rose for $1 and shit. We use all them to cut out the middleman and give you the best prices in town, son. Shit, we ain't kidding around. And yo, if you act today and enter in code word Obama when you place your order, you gonna get a free, that's right, a free vase, courtesy of Maxwell House, son. Yeah, shit. Broflowers.com. When you got to get the best flowers for Valentine's Day.
Hey guys, it's your friend Dr. Scott from the Weird Medicine Show with Dr. Steve. A quick reminder that if you're like the rest of us, stressed out, worn out, and looking for a safe and effective convenient alternative, give My Simply Herbals a try. Fatigue Reprieve will give you the boost of energy without all of the sugar or caffeine. Stress Less lowers anxiety and tension in a subtle but powerful way. The perfect stress-reducing formula. Give My Simply Herbals a try at simplyherbals.net. That's simplyherbals.net.
They said Michael Phelps would never succeed as a swimmer. They were wrong. They said Michael Phelps would never win gold. They were wrong. They said Michael Phelps would never smoke a doob the size of a baby arm. They were wrong. Visa, proud sponsor of the Olympics for 25 years.
Here at Google, we've been trying pretty hard to get you to use Google+. We've even gone so far as to make you sign up for Google+ to comment on YouTube. But a lot of you still don't seem to want to play ball. That's why we're proud to introduce Google Blackmail, a free new service that works like this. Either you sign up for Google+, or we release all the private information we know about you. You see, incognito mode was a straight-up lie. And thanks to Blackmail, if you don't do what we say, we are prepared to tell all of your friends and family that your search history includes Scared of Dark age 30, Modell's Sporting Goods good date spot, farted and it hurt causes, how to get better at sports no exercise, is OkCupid broken if no response, Glenn Close pussy slip, what is France, bestiality legal wear, Pen 15 Club real or bogus, and adult male capes. Luckily, Google Blackmail is as easy as ABC. A lot of you agree to let our corporation control every aspect of your online life. Or be ready for everyone you know to see that you watched a YouTube video called How to Suck Your Own Dick Tutorial. And keep in mind, we know more than just your search history. We have all 13 backpedaling apology emails you wrote to your coworker after begging to sleep with them at the holiday party. We have a Street View photo of that time you ate a third of a meatball parm sub out of a trash can. We know that last Friday night you went to see About Time by yourself and then changed your GChat status to Hella Great Night for a Party. We have every video sex chat you had with your long-distance girlfriend 3 years ago, and we won't release the hot parts, just the parts where you're trying to angle the screen to make your dick look bigger. You've been voluntarily providing us with the means to ruin you for years, so make the right choice and help us make Google Plus just like Facebook. Something you hate, but is so connected to everything that you feel forced to use it. Google blackmail. We're just being evil now.
If you missed any part of the show, download it.
Shit, I can download it? Tell me where, announcer guy, I'm confused.
You can listen to the Radio Freaks every week right from your smartphone. Check us out on iTunes and on Stitcher Radio. Both available in the Apple Store and Google Play.
There we go, sweeties. I'm a mom, but that doesn't mean I don't like to have fun.
I drive a minivan, but I can let loose a little too.
I want to use heroin, but I also want to get stuff done. That's why I reach for Heroin AM, the only non-drowsy heroin on the market. So I can get jacked on Skag and then get to work.
When I would call timeout to inject black tar heroin, there was almost a stigma about it. But with Heroin AM, I'm almost more alert than if I weren't on heroin.
Heroin use in America is steadily on the rise, but productivity among heroin users has remained stagnant.
That's why Heroin AM combines heroin with 5 milligrams of caffeine and a small pile of cocaine.
And now available in gummy bears, which you can melt down and inject.
Side effects include it's heroin. So, all that stuff.
So now I can chase the dragon while I also chase this little guy. I'm gonna get ya.
Wow, this might be the first afternoon Mom doesn't need a nap.
Heroin AM, from the makers of Cocaine PM.
I went from nodding off to nodding yes to more heroin. Now who's ready for school?
Being an Olympian takes grit. It takes determination. And in the case of U.S. volleyball player Destiny Hooker, it takes dealing with a lot of douchebags making fun of her name. Leave her alone, douchebags. It's not funny. Well, okay, it's kind of funny. Destiny Hooker. I take it back. That's really funny. Visa, proud sponsor of the Olympics for 25 years.
Do you like your podcast with interviews, guests, comedians, maybe unwarranted opinions about this wacky, kooky election? Well, too bad, and fuck you. Hi, it's Tony, your favorite host from the Radio Freaks, and I'm here with my co-host,
Montez here.
Tune in every week to our show, The Anticast, where we talk about whatever the fuck we want. Hip-hop, sports, Hollywood, even relationships, and much more every week live, anticast.live, not .com. Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you fuckers there.
Subscribe to the show on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, follow the show at Anticast Live on Twitter. Brian's Pathetic.
When my mom is a my daddy goes to AshleyMedicine.com. There he can lots of other women. When I grow up, I'm going to be an Ashley Madison man. Because my daddy's raising me without any moral compass whatsoever. Ashley Madison, find your lovers here. Why exactly are we singing this? Daddy, what's a rotisserie?
Hey, it's your old pal, Dr. Steve.
And your little pal, Dr. Scott.
From Weird Medicine, the first and still only uncensored medical show in the history of broadcast radio, heard exclusively on riotcast.com and Sirius Channel 206 or XM Channel 103 at 10 p.m. Eastern or on demand. Now back to the Radio Freaks with our favorite obeso Americans, Brian and Tony.
This is Rachel Feinstein, and you're listening to Radio Freaks at radiofreaks.tv.
Welcome back to the Radio Freaks. If you missed the first half of the show, Brian flubbed his way through an interview with someone famous. If you'd like to participate in the show tonight, call 951-373-2570. That's 951-FREAKS-0. Now, back to the show for more of the same shit you used to.
Welcome back to the Radio Freaks, radiofreaks.tv. I'm Brian. Tony's still over there somewhere. If you want to call the show tonight.
Hi, I'm contemplating suicide.
You sound like you're calling the suicide hotline. Your audio got worse.
How?
Oh, now it's better. I don't know what you did.
I'm sorry.
If you want to call the show tonight, 951-FREAKS-0. That's 951-373-2570.
I'm looking at new mixers as we speak. I'm fucked.
Poor Tony.
It's been a bad week, I'll be honest.
I'm seeing this. It really, truly has been, I suppose, for you. It's not good. Not good at all.
It's not. I need to get it together.
You know, maybe that intervention's not a terrible idea. I'm just saying.
God. I don't even need one. I just need to go.
You just need what?
I don't even need one. I just need to go do it.
Just go to rehab?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure my insurance will cover it. No?
That's a damn good question. I really don't know whether insurance covers rehab or not.
At my work, he was gone for like 3 months though, but he went to rehab for because he was like addicted to pain pills or some shit. But I'm pretty sure he said it covered. Our insurance covered it, and I don't think they could fire me for going to rehab.
Huh?
Right? That's probably a law against that.
I'm
guessing that'd be a nice lawsuit if they did.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends on the federal and state laws for mental health issues. Because I think that would fall under mental health. I think. I don't know. Addiction. I don't know where addiction would fall under.
I'm guessing mental health. Either way.
I don't know.
You're right, probably.
Anyway. Let's stop talking about depressing shit.
I know.
Payton Sinclair coming up in moments on the Radio Freaks. Our good pal, the very sexy Jersey girl, coming back to the Radio Freaks, and we're going to have her on here shortly. So you pull out your penises. No, really don't. Nobody wants to see that shit. Huh?
Fear said, "Man up and quit cold turkey. Rehab's for quitters."
Well, yeah, that's what they say. Yes.
Can't you? That's why I kind of would like to talk to Dr. Steve, because isn't like alcohol one of the ones you can die from withdrawals?
Yes, if you're a severe alcoholic. You're not a severe alcoholic.
I'm not?
No.
All right,
yes,
fuck rehab.
Yes, you have a problem. We're talking about people that binge drink every day, and if they stopped cold turkey.
You're a fucking enabler.
I am not an enabler.
So is fear.
If you were to drink gallons and gallons of alcohol a day and then to quit cold turkey, yes, you would go into delirium tremens and possibly have some medical complications, up into and including death, yes.
Well, I mean, I did quit for 6 days that one time, and I was okay.
Well, and quitting 6 days was barely an accomplishment because you barely made it 6 days. Let's be honest.
One phone call from a friend, and I was like, all right, I'll meet you at the bar, buddy.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Just the guilt alone, because I promised him that I'd fucking go out with him that weekend.
Yeah, that was not good.
Oh, well, 6 days, hey, you know?
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Took me a few times to quit smoking.
Oh, God. I want to do that, too.
Yeah, well, that took pancreatitis and being hospitalized for 15 days, so I don't recommend going that route.
Well, shit.
That's painful, and you want to talk about life-threatening.
God, mixers are expensive.
I was snowed on heavy narcotics by IV
Got any left?
Huh?
Got any left?
No. None of that. No.
I'm kidding.
So
You all know that alcohol is my only drug of choice, and I've only ever smoked weed before. I've never tried any other drugs. I'm pretty lame.
yeah, well, alcohol is a problem in and of it. No, I don't want to keep dwelling on this, but alcohol is a problem in and of itself. It's a good enough reason for you to quit. You're not the casual drinker either. If it was a casual drinking, I'd say fuck it, it's not a big deal. But you're not the casual drinker either.
I mean, some days I can be.
When you're midday drinking and you're too drunk to go to work, that's a problem.
Midday?
When you're midweek, I should say. Midweek drinking, not midday.
Yeah, I mean, that was nighttime, and I just woke up and was still drunk.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a problem. And it's not just this happened once kind of thing either. So
No, this has happened before.
yeah. So that's a warning sign. But
You got any old mixers you can ship to me?
nope.
I'm always trying to get free shit from you.
Nope. If I
Alright.
did, I would. If I did, I would send you one. But no, I don't.
Guess I'll have to buy one.
The one I use is really inexpensive. It's an M Audio Fast Track Pro, and I think it was like $100, $150, something like that.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna buy a new one, I might as well get a better one than I had.
But well, like we were saying earlier, go check out our good pal Adam Ferrara. He'll be at the Stress Factory this weekend. 5 shows. 7:30 on Thursday, Friday 7:30, 9:45, Saturday 7:30, 9:45, 732-545-4242. At least Vinny got rid of the ha-ha part of that because he took shit for that for years.
I know, didn't even comics make fun of him for that?
Oh, yeah. 732-545, ha-ha is what 4242 spells out.
Yeah.
So
Be a bunch of laughs there.
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
So they just they changed it to 4242. Just put the numbers up there. But go check him out. Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. StressFactory.com. And follow Adam on Twitter at Adam Ferrara and check out his website, AdamFerrara.com. Somebody else who you definitely should pay attention to, go see whenever possible, is the beautiful Payton Sinclair. And I had the pleasure of spending many, many hours with this woman one day. And I'm sure she never wants to see me again.
I never, yeah. I'm sure that can be said for a lot of people.
Joining the show now, the sexy Jersey girl herself, Miss Payton Sinclair. How are you, Payton?
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh my God! After listening to that, I almost want to put a bullet in my fucking head.
Way ahead of you. Don't worry. Way ahead of you.
Holy shit! Cause, you know, this topic of drugs and asking for them on air is stuff I'm going to tell you. I'm ready for bed now.
Oh, that's going to wind up in her promo.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when me and Brian are left to our own devices. We just have an intervention.
This is what happens when Anthony can't perform and go to work like a normal human being. We get into these discussions on air to shame him into shaping up and getting his life straight.
Oh my God.
Oh,
all right.
That's
I'm
funny.
going to keep my mouth shut.
No, please, feel free to pile on.
No, I'm afraid if I say something, I'll have the cops at my door. Making terroristic threats again. I already had that this week. I'm good.
I think personally, if you have an issue where you cannot function and go to work, that really it should be a warning.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yes.
I mean, I have an addiction. Like I'm addicted to retards. Like I just swarm to them. So can I get mental help for that? I'm a dick magnet. Like.
And by retard, she means me.
No. mean the kid that's asking for drugs on air. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, yes. Well,
that wasn't serious. If you really.
no, he was
All
kidding.
right. Well, I don't find that funny.
He's looking. I wound up
their own.
hospitalized, and he is looking for the easy way out, but obviously not truly
You know
meaning
what?
that.
You know, if you no, it's like we want to be serious about this. I do believe that it is a problem. I do believe that it is a sickness because you do get withdrawals and and I do believe that if you're strong enough to say, hey, I need help, but I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I just don't understand how somebody gets so drawn into something like that. But again, like I wouldn't know because I've never done it, and
Right.
But I don't know. I just literally have to put one of my really good friends in the ground, this last week.
Right.
So I'm very sensitive to it.
Sure.
I mean, especially with what's going on in my area. Every time you turn around, there's heroin and pills. It's a very, very big epidemic where I live right now. And
Oh, yes.
Every time I turn around, I'm losing somebody. So
Philadelphia
I mean,
and
to
South
me,
Jersey,
it's
a huge issue.
It's not funny anymore. Like, this is such a serious problem. So I mean, just if I sound like a cunt, so be it. But to me,
that's not.
It's just not funny anymore. Like,
No.
this is just so disgusting. What's going? It's like I keep saying, I feel like I'm I'm seriously living in The Walking Dead right now. My whole town just looks like a bunch of fucking zombies. Like, I'm scared they're gonna eat my fucking face. Sorry, I'm cursing so much, but
That's
that's what's going on. So to me, it is not funny. Like, it's a serious, serious problem.
I have addiction issues in my own family, and for that reason, I was always very concerned and leery of things like that because of having those issues in my own family. So I think that's probably what saved me from going down that road, because I got the drinking part of it down before I was 21. That was done and out of my system. I really didn't get drunk to get drunk. I'll go out now socially drinking and try to get drunk, and it just doesn't happen. So, but never really with the drugs. I mean, I don't. I don't consider pot a drug really, but I mean nothing hardcore.
You never hear anyone dying from pot.
No.
So.
They had that commercial for the longest time where there's these two stoners going through a drive-through, and they're pulling out of the drive-through and they run over some girl on a bicycle, and they tried to say that was because that's what happens when you smoke marijuana, but no, we clearly know that does not happen. You really don't even.
Off the subject. Let's talk about Lainey. Can we
Yes.
give a big shout out to Lainey for getting engaged?
Yes, absolutely. We have been talking about it for the last couple weeks.
Congratulations to Miss Lainey.
We've been talking about it for the last couple weeks since it happened. I didn't think it was ever going to happen.
Are you coming to headquarters? That's not nice.
No, I mean that in a good way.
If she wasn't going to get married, because I don't see it happening for me either, I would marry Miss Lainey. So.
I think there's a few people that would, but I just meant it in the way that her and David have such a relationship that works so well. I didn't see the need for them to have to get married. That's all I meant. But
right.
You're going to be there. The beautiful Leighton Benton, Venus Lux, Mia Vallis, another good friend of ours. A whole bunch of people are going to be up there. That's why they're calling it the Pornopalooza up at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club. And we said at the top of the show, leave it to Lainey to throw a non-conventional bachelorette party for herself. Who has a bachelorette party? Huh?
I put dildos and vibrators and butt plugs all over the place too.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. And it's
there's got to be cake and alcohol.
It's hosted by the guys from SDR, Ralph Sutton and Big J Okerson, good pals of ours. And they're going to be hosting the whole thing. So
and shout out to Dallas Novelty for supplying some
yes, Dallas. We've had them on the show before too, so it should be a really, really good party. It should be a really, really good party, and definitely if you're in the New York area, this is definitely one of those parties where, I mean, we promote headquarters all the time, and you should go to headquarters frequently, and they have beautiful women there and everything else. But this is like the party of the year. This is the one you're not going to want to miss. So,
I wish I put a poll in there, though. It's like, I
yeah,
have a gentleman's club and no poll.
they've got everything else.
Exciting,
They've
but
got
the poll.
Yes, they've got the mirrored backwash on the stage. They've got a nice stage, and they've got even those upholstered chairs that look like high heels, but they don't have any poles. I don't understand that either.
Redonkulous.
But they have
That's
the.
okay. Maybe they're
You just have to make do with using the VIP areas on the side, maybe jumping up on the couch or something. I don't know.
It's all right. I'll be too busy putting things in my holes. So. Listen, Miss Laney wants a toy show, so
There you go. There you go.
What Miss Laney wants is what Miss Laney gets.
That's
it.
right. Absolutely right. And with all of you girls being up there, I'm sure there will be more than one person putting more than one thing in more than one hole, too, at the same time.
Are we supposed to be talking about this on the air? Are we going to get them in trouble? Next subject.
We're not going to get anybody in trouble. I think it's good. It's good advertising, I say.
I mean, it is, but I don't think we're supposed to be doing this. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let the cat out of the bag. I was just joking. I didn't mean any of it.
I especially I think you and Leighton and Mia together, that would be a hell of a fucking show.
I know. Well, I keep saying I want to shoot with Leighton, and I think it's like so adorable that our names rhyme. So it should be like Leighton Lays Payton.
That's right. That would actually be a great name for a video, using that in that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that would work really well. Marketing wise, it's a great thing. And I love
sometimes I'm smart.
I'm sure you're smarter than you
I'm not
think.
just a good boss. Sometimes I come up with good ideas.
And I love that I have personal connections with both of you guys too. Leighton tells a story about a time that I took her up to Long Island to do press, and we were driving back, and she really, really had to pee, and the only place that we could find for her to pee was this little convenience store in Queens near Shea Stadium.
Oh, Lord.
And she had to take a leak so bad, they didn't have a bathroom, and she just dropped trow behind a dumpster, and I stood guard while she peed behind me, behind this dumpster.
That's fine.
And then you and I went up to Long Island, and you left a few things in my car, which I then gave you back, and then you were like, well, I'm going to leave these panties right here in your car. And they stayed in my car for...
Why did I even take them off? What was I doing?
I'll never tell. You're not supposed to kiss and tell, Payton.
These things happen way too much. I don't know. The last thing I remember is seeing a dog and barking out the window.
I will say...
We didn't make it into New York yet, and I'm already barking at the fucking window.
I remember. I will say you left a pair of panties and a condom in my car, and I'm just going to let people's imaginations go where they want to go. But I'm just going to say that. So.
Well, at least you know I'm a safety girl.
That's right. Safety first.
Yes.
You just recently got back on social media, and I heard you on another show talking about that you just jumped back into that. You seem to be excited to get back on social media now.
Yeah, you know what? You know what it is? I haven't shot anything since last summer.
Right.
And, you know, I get so... My thing is, like, I've shot with, like, such big names, and, you know, I've already been nominated for a couple awards. So I don't want to just, like, shoot with just anybody. I know I got to get my numbers up there and everything, but I'd rather shoot quality, not quantity. And
sure.
I don't know. It just, you know, I kind of got, like, a little taken back because the owner of my agency, like, messaged me and asked me if I wanted to shoot with a tranny, and I was like, isn't that, like, that's like one of the first things I said I would never, never, never in my right mind do. And it's nothing against them. It's just, you know, let's call it spade. Like, generally where the STDs start is, you know, from you know, bareback escorting. Hate to say it, it's the truth. So, you know, it's just like when he asked me that, I was just like, you know, I was like, oh, so what? So I fucked some guy with a strap-on, and now you think I'll just fuck anything? Like, I don't know where he's going with this, but
Maybe it might be time for new representation. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I love him, but it's just like I felt like it was a little contradicting because the last thing that we actually spoke about when he dropped me off to the airport was I'll never have any of my girls shoot with them. And again, it's nothing. You know, nobody is trying to, you know, put them down or anything like that. But it's the truth as far as, you know, where most of these
I'm just saying.
happen.
I'm just saying if that's how you personally feel about it, and you're allowed to feel that way, he should respect. He should respect how you feel and not give you that kind of work or even suggest it.
You know, I can't believe. I was just curious to like find out how much, you know, that shoot would have been willing, and it was like barely any different from like an anal shoot. So I was like, you know what, like. And I was like, well, who would it be with? You know, but I'm like, why am I even asking these freaking questions? Like, did I even really, I might as well go fuck a horse, like, for crying out loud. Like, take my chances with that. Like, I don't fucking know, but I can't believe, like, I actually, like, it actually crossed my mind for a second because I was like, I really got to get back out there, but I mean, I think I'd rather take 2 dicks in the ass and take, you know, than deal with that shit. So
I will say, I don't know if
you want me to come back swinging, then you know there's a way to do it, but it's not with a training. Sorry, Chris.
I will say, I don't know if you're familiar with this performer's work, but Bailey J is a transsexual performer, and she's enough to make a few straight guys question their sexuality. I mean, she is she's not only passable, you would never know she had a cock, first of all. Second of all, she's hotter than some women I know. So, like,
you know what? I ain't even mad at you for saying that because I keep putting back, like, I think Mia Isabel is one of the most beautiful trans
yeah,
in my life.
there's another one. Yeah, there's a few of them that are just gorgeous.
But you know, I mean, it's just I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I know Lainey will like disown me if I open my mouth again. But you know, I just think
the radio freaks destroying careers one by one.
Huh? No. Like, you know, like when the whole Charlie Sheen thing happened, and
right.
You know, they're like, oh, well, you know, links and and then the whole thing with Tyga and the Kylie, and you know what, and I just think it's funny how like Brie Olsen was killing it, but then all of a sudden she just stopped and she never like actually. I don't know, like if I was with somebody that had HIV or was like supposedly, you know, if rumors are flying,
right?
I would seriously like I don't give a shit. I will give you my name, date of birth, social. I don't care, and I would physically show proof. Like Brie never showed any proof. You know, like Mia never showed any proof that like the only one that we know who technically is Charlie. You know, so it's like, and this is what I mean. Like it's scary because you don't know, and you don't know who she's been with or whatever. I mean, he's always high as a fucking kite, so he doesn't even know what he's sticking his dick in. Like he's fucking a sheep, and he'd be cool with it. But like,
well, he has tiger blood.
He kept it on throwing Tyga. Well, why? I was like, what are you talking about? Tyga? Well, because like he was linked to be with her too, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he's HIV positive now. He's HIV positive.
Who?
Charlie Sheen.
Tyga?
No, Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah, Tyga now. Yeah, I know he is. That's not anything new. But I'm just saying. Well, the whole circle of where it was going, and it's like Lainey's like. She doesn't like me talking about it, but I don't. And like I said, I don't know, and I have no proof, and I'm not saying anything about her. Like
right.
You know, I've met her once. She's phenomenal, beautiful. It's just like I said, where's the proof in any of this? Besides that, we know Charlie has it.
Right. And that's not even speaking. I don't even think you can really get a lawsuit because he's come out there and said, "Look, I'm HIV positive."
Yeah.
So if that person puts it out there,
Yeah.
it's really not lawsuit worthy. It's not slander or libel.
No, and I think he's talented and, whatever. I mean, it's like, you play with fire, eventually you're gonna get burned, so.
Yeah. Absolutely. You
Is what it is.
You made a comment on I don't remember if it was another show or it was social media recently, and I pay attention. I follow the stuff that you do, so
There we go.
I'm a stalker.
I make a lot of them.
Well, that's kind of where that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. You, more so than other people, I think, even. You were talking earlier about your lack of luck with certain guys and how you attract crazy guys, but I think with your social media presence, you just attract some fucking weirdos because you and I are friends. Yeah, I mean, you and I are friends on your personal account on a certain social media site that I won't mention, but some of the interactions that you have, I'm like, really? How does one person have this many fucked up situations? But you do.
I don't know. And it's like, it's crazy is, and I wish, like, everyone, like, I'm not racist, but I am not a fan of, like, and I will say it, like, the Muslims and stuff. Like, they don't know how they're peaceful people, but you're not. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you guys are still barbaric. You shouldn't fucking outhouses. Like, I don't want to fucking hear it. But, like, it's just crazy how most of them, like, most of the people that come, like, even Lady and I had, like, this long fight with somebody from Pakistan the other day, saying he was a photographer and all this other stuff. But then asking Lainey how much to have sex with me. So she's like, "Oh, you're very professional," but it was just like the whole because obviously you follow me on Twitter, so I don't know if you like caught that conversation, but like I've had somebody from Turkey try to like kidnap me. It's crazy. Yes, I shit you not. Somebody was planning a wedding behind. Like I had no idea. I was still engaged to Dominic, but. And he asked me, he's like, "What the f is going on?" He's like, "Do you want to tell me something?" And I'm like, He's like, "Are you engaged to somebody?" And I was like, "You know?" And
right.
He's like, "Who's this fool from Turkey did it?" And I'm like, and then I had to like go digging and looking. He's literally planning to have somebody come and get me and kidnap me to marry me.
My sister.
I get the top of the crazy bin. Like it is.
My sister married a guy that I really didn't like, and I honestly don't remember what country he was from, so I'm not going to say and generalize, but he took her to this foreign country for several months and wouldn't let her leave, and it wasn't except for some interventions that we finally were able to get her back, but I just don't understand that culture. I really don't. There's a lot of different things about that. I see the way that these guys...
There's nothing to them.
I see the way that these guys treat you guys on social media, and it's some of them, because some of them will tag us in the conversations because we promote your stuff and things of that nature, but I don't understand, and I only see part of it. I only see a small fraction of it because we get tagged in it, but the stuff you guys have to deal with on a regular basis, that's some scary shit sometimes, and it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory of what we do, but they think because to like do these movies and stuff, they think that like we're whores in real life. Meanwhile, like I sit here and I fuck my damn self most of the time, like
right.
But they don't. But they see us as objects. Like they don't care. And like I said, when I say like they're still shitting in outhouses, they're still barbaric. I don't want to hear that they're peaceful people. They're raping people, killing people. And a majority of it, that's what they do. I hate to say it, And again, I'm not racist or anything, but that is a majority of them.
I'm sure you're specifically talking about like ISIS and stuff like that. I'm not all of them.
No, I'm not just talking about. I'm not just talking about ISIS. Like, I'm sorry, but like I've seen firsthand like some of these Muslims and how they treat their wives and stuff, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. And it still happens even when they come here. I don't want to hear it. You know, and so they expect us to like cater to them. Like, you don't like it, go back. Sorry. I'm very, I don't know. This is something like I take pride in my country. Like I stand for it. Like I can't understand them and their ways. And I'm not saying all of them, but it is a majority of them. And I hate to say it.
You mentioned on another show that I believe it was our pal Uncle Eddie's show yesterday that you did, which of course we are good friends with the Ham Radio Show, Mr. Uncle Eddie over there. And you mentioned something about your tattoos. They're beautiful tattoos, but you said that's caused you not to get as much work, you think?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. You know, because like it's hard. It's hard to place me in certain movies. Like, I can't be that girl next door. Like, I mean, if you saw me, like, you know, like my pinup shoot, the pinup dolls.
Right.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. But if I didn't have all these tattoos, I guarantee I'd be shooting for Vivid left and right. I'm Vivid, you know, if I had my blonde hair still, I'm Vivid all the way. But
right.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it definitely puts a damper on things. You know, it's like hard to make me, you know, a mom in a movie. Like, you know, if they want that goody mom, well, you know, they're gonna have to spray over my tattoos. And you know, honestly, I'm not down for that. Like, I have my tattoos for a reason. I love my tattoos.
Sure.
Well,
that's generally
like again, like I keep saying, I don't know why Burning Angels isn't shooting me. Like, I bought this shoot for Jo. Like, I always adored Joanna. I just don't know why she. I don't get it. But
I was going to say that
you
you would seem to be perfect for Burning Angel, I would think, because you fit into that
yeah,
demographic
hello,
very well.
I know, and I, you know, and I do everything. So it's like, to me, it's like she's, you know, like we both should be, you know, on the same page. But I don't know. I know she had a problem also with Brittany Shannon for some reason. She didn't want Brittany, and you know, she's added us. But you know, again, like that's not. It's
And Brittany, I believe, has got more tattoos than you do.
who she wants to take on, huh?
We've had Brittany on the show before. Brittany's got more tattoos than you do.
Probably. Yeah,
Have
I
you-
mean, I know she stepped down, but I mean,
What if
I don't
somebody?
know, sorry,
I know they have makeup and stuff, but what if somebody sat down to you and said, "Look, we want to put you in. I don't know. I'm just going to throw we want to put you in Penthouse or something like that, but we need to scale back on the number of tattoos. We want you to have some tattoos, but we need to scale back maybe about 80% of the tattoos, and we're going to put you in some makeup." Would that be something you would go for, or is that something that you really want to stick to your guns?
yeah, I'm pretty anti covering my tattoos. I mean, it's like I don't want, you know, I wouldn't want to turn something that big down. But you know, I really
It's a tough decision. It's a really tough decision.
Yeah, terrible. I mean, you have a company like Hustler that was like all for me and shot me.
Right.
But I don't know. I wouldn't want to turn down that opportunity. So I guess I would let them cover me.
Lainey and
I would be happy about it. But
Lainey and I have had that conversation about the big three as far as magazines: Penthouse, Playboy, and Hustler. And I've always equated, and I think Lainey understands where I'm coming from when I say this, but I've always equated those three magazines to kind of like levels of school. So if you are in Playboy, for example, that was always kind of like the college level. That was like the upper echelon. The highest you could get in the print industry was Playboy. Then just underneath that, and obviously this was years and years and years ago. It's not the same now. But when I was growing up, it was this way. Penthouse was kind of like the high school. You graduated. You were pretty good, but you weren't quite there yet. You weren't like this Barbie doll, so you weren't quite Playboy material. So you shot for Penthouse. And then if you were a girl next door, or you didn't fit the mold of a model or what they were looking for of a not quite Barbie, you wound up shooting for Hustler. But now it got to be where those lines have blurred so much, and print media has become so I don't want to say non-important anymore, but everybody's gone digital for the most part. There's not a lot of guys that still get a Playboy subscription or a Penthouse subscription. Everything's digital now, in a print aspect anyway. So, like, I think those lines have blurred significantly with the advent of digital media, because there's so many people competing for different spots that are just so few and far between now, that I think the rules have changed, and the what people think is sexy has changed as well. I think tattoos has become much more mainstream.
Yeah, but like even like with the Playboy, like how they changed everything now, it's more like implied.
Right.
Which, I mean, I still think that's actually, I think implied is very sexy. But yeah, they're switching everything over.
I don't know if really, I mean, it's become the point with the whole industry of how do you compete, because there's so many different free ways to get that kind of stuff now. I think that the people that are paying for it are having a hard, well, I know, are having a hard time competing with these free tube sites and these free picture sites and that kind of stuff to stay relevant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how that's going to continue to go. It'll be interesting to see, because they need to reinvent themselves, or they're going to find themselves obsolete not too far from now. So
no, it's true. But like you said, everything is now. It's all online and everything. Like I mean, mine like all those magazines, but you know, like one of the magazines actually that I was really dying to shoot for. I would love to shoot for Maxim.
Sure.
You know, it's like I kind of like with the. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten Penthouse, but I kind of was never really like big on like Playboy, or I'm not, because obviously I guess, you know, because I have that like, you know, harder edge, but I would have rather gotten, you're saying like how Hustler was the bottom, I would have rather been in Hustler than any of them, or like I said, Maxim. So but
Maxim,
I don't know, like I said, I mean Playboy's like done.
Maxim's not kind of really on that same level. Maxim, I mean, Playboy went to more of a Maxim kind of a theme where they're doing the implied stuff, and that's what Maxim really does a lot of, but they were in a class where they were showing explicit stuff, so they weren't kind of in the same field. But now they kind of are. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, for like I don't think I would like root for the underdog. Like, I'd rather get like I don't know.
We were talking about these crazies that I saw you posted online, that somebody had actually invited themselves to your bed, and I thought that was funny, because the balls on some people, like,
well, he didn't per se invite. Well, it's just he's been messaging me for a long time, and he's super nice, but I just think it's funny because like every time I like look, he's like messaging all like the really good looking girls on my like Natasha, and I have a girl, she goes by Jennifer Jules, that I used to dance with, but I mean she's done magazines and been on she did Beauty and the Geek or whatever the hell that, like over in Australia. She's a big name. But like, you know, I'll see him commenting on like these girls' pages, and he's like, "Oh, you know, you're my number." I'm like, "Shut the f up, dude!" Like seriously. But then, like I said, he'll message me, and the conversation went, "What are you doing?" And I told him I'm going to bed. I'm tired, which I'm like an old fart. I go to bed like 8:30 now.
Right.
But
we're keeping you up.
Like, oh, he's like. But I was like, he's like, oh, so who are you going to bet? I'm like, I'm going to go upstairs and cuddle with my cat. I'm a good cuddler. Like, I didn't ask you what you're good at, or I was like, you might also be, you know, I don't know, good at coloring in the lines. I don't know, but like, because that's what the mentality is, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm a good cuddler. Like, good for you. Go cuddle with your fucking mommy. I don't know, like, you're not coming here.
Do you think,
I think the majority of our message.
Do you think that was just his way of hitting on you, or?
I don't care what it was. It's stupid.
I agree.
That's how you flirt with me. I'm a good cuddler.
I mean, I agree
I'm
that's a shitty way to do it. I agree that's a shitty way to do it. I just thought, maybe this guy thinks that he's hitting on you, and that's a good way to hit on you. Obviously, it's not. But I mean,
He's not the brightest star in the sky. I mean, I'm not exactly very smart myself.
We spent 15 hours together one day, and I didn't presume that I could come up to your bedroom. I mean, and these guys are talking to you on social media.
And I took my underwear off. I guess.
I probably had a better shot than these other. Yeah, I probably had a better shot than these other assholes do if you're taking your underwear off of my car.
I mean, I'm like literally the underwear on the floor of your car with a condom. I mean,
I know.
I said it anymore. Like, Jesus Christ, where are we on that one?
Well, we're going to see if we can get something going up at Pornopalooza, because we have a lineup that you're just not going to miss. And right first on the list is the beautiful Payton Sinclair. So you're more than perfect to do this, and you're more than perfect to do lots of other things. So don't feel bad that these assholes don't want to shoot you. Fuck them. You're doing Pornopalooza, and that's big shit. Because we all love Lainey, and we want to make her special day special. And you're going to be there with Leighton Benton, Venus Lux, Mia Vallis. Can I just say, Mia Vallis has become, we have very few favorites on this show. You and Leighton and a few others, but Mia might be finding her way onto the list pretty soon. I think she's almost there. Yeah, she's one of our favorites.
I've never met Mia.
She's very tall and blonde like you are, and skinny. Well, like you used to be.
I'm not blonde anymore.
Right, you got the like the blonde that you used to have. But the two of you together, I think, would make a really, really awesome sandwich, and put Leighton in the middle, and we could have a reverse Oreo.
That's fine.
That would be a good thing, I think.
I don't know. Does Leighton take it in the poop chute?
I
mean, we can't have the front and one in the back. I'll go in the middle. I can do the DP. Put me in the fucking middle. Because we all know I can take dick in the ass, so.
I think Leighton just shot her first anal scene, if I remember correctly. We just had her on not too long ago.
We could get a little strap on.
There you go. Nice. You never know what's going to happen at Pornopalooza, so definitely check it out. Payton Sinclair is going to be there. Leighton Benton, Venus Lux, Mia Vallis, Nina Lavoie, Dynamite Sex, Loretta Vendetta, Kelly Provocateur, and Francisco, hosted by the guys from SDR, Ralph Sutton and Big J. Okerson. And there's going to be all sorts of giveaways from Dallas Novelty. Yes, Ralph was with us the day that we went up to Long Island to do press.
I know. I love. Does he have the sexiest voice ever?
He's got an alright voice. I like my voice, but
I love Ralph. I mean, if a dildo or a vibrator could talk, I would want it to have Ralph's voice.
Aha! There you go.
They could have them talking. Do they have talking vibrators?
I thought the two of you were going to get it on live on the show that you were on. That's what I was expecting.
Did you were you on the one when I smashed that? No, that was Anthony Cumia. No, wait, yeah, you took me.
Yeah,
Anthony Cumia, right?
Yeah, I didn't say the name, but that's where we took you. Was to do Anthony's show. Yes,
Smashed the egg in my hoo-ha.
Yes, Ralph brought the egg, and you smashed it in your pussy.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the day.
Sorry, Opie.
Well.
My bad.
Pornopalooza will be at. Huh?
Sorry, I was just laughing at myself.
Pornopalooza will be Thursday, September 15th, next Thursday at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club at 552 West 38th Street, across from the Javits Center. For more information, hqnewyork.com. Doors will open at 7 p.m. This is going to be a big fucking deal. Doors will open at 7 p.m. The earliest they usually open is like 9 or 10, but they are getting an early start for this. So it is a great big fucking show. And go check out the beautiful Payton Sinclair. She's back on social media. Check her out on Twitter at Payton Sinclair. And you've got Instagram also, don't you?
I do.
You do.
I'm sorry. I need, and the whole thing, I don't use this snap crack thing or whatever. Everyone's like, you need to get on it. So
Oh, Snapchat?
I can't. Yes, I call it snap crap because I curse at everything that I don't know how to use, and then when I figure it out, I'm like, oh, I love it, and I get some pet name. So now snap crap because I don't know how to use it.
I'll teach you how to use it. How about that?
Okay, fair enough.
All right. There we
My
go.
friend tried to teach me the other day while she was driving. I'm like, no. You're carrying precious cargo. Like, later.
Payton Sinclair on Instagram as well. Check her out. And thanks for coming back, sweetheart. We really appreciate it. And good luck with these lunatics, huh?
I know, right? Hopefully I don't get kidnapped before Lainey's party.
Just fucking steer clear of these assholes and stay safe, all right?
Yeah. Just look for me in Turkey first if anything happens.
Jesus. Be safe, sweetheart. We'll see you soon.
You'll find me on a camel.
We'll talk to you soon, Payton.
Right.
Take care.
I'm going to bed.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Payton Sinclair, ladies and gentlemen. Check her out as part of Porno Palooza next Thursday. Celebrating Lainey's bachelorette party at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club in New York City, across from the Javits Center, right in New York City. If you've never been there before, this is the time to go, because it's an all-star studded lineup. Like I said, Payton Sinclair, Leighton Benton, Mia Vallis, Venus Lux, and many, many, many more. Toys and giveaways by Dallas Novelty, and all hosted by our good pals Ralph Sutton and Big J Okerson from the SDR show. Check it out, Headquarters in New York, 552 West 38th Street in New York City. Go to hqnewyork.com or call the club. The information's on the website. Right across from the Javits Center. You can't miss it. And check out our good pal Adam Ferrara at the Stress Factory this weekend. 5 shows, Thursday, 7:30, Friday, 7:30 and 9:45. Saturday, 7:30 and 9:45. For more information, 732-545-4242 or go to stressfactory.com. Check out adamferrara.com. Follow him on Twitter at Adam Ferrara. Follow Payton Sinclair on Twitter at Payton Sinclair. Check out our Instagram, Payton Sinclair. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Radio Freaks. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/The Radio Freaks. Follow Tony, twitter.com/TrashCanLives. Follow me, twitter.com/WoodFloorLiquor.
Yeah, follow me. I'll document my suicide.
And
I'll live tweet my death.
For however long it's going to be there before he fucking kicks himself, the Anticast. Anticast.live. Check it out. The Anticast on Twitter, or Anticast Live on Twitter. Check them out. Anticast.live. Not .com, .live. Anticast.live, Anticast.live, Anticast.live. That's an inside joke you'll get if you listen to the Anticast.
Well, if you listen to this show too.
Huh?
If you listen to this show too, you should.
Yes, if you're a fan of this show, you definitely will like the Anticast. Except for, and I'm just going to throw this out there, because some people might be like me, some people might be like you, who knows? If you're not into hip-hop, It's still a good show. But
you probably will not understand half the shit.
You probably won't understand half the
We
shit.
do talk. I've been mentioning it to him. I was like, it's turning into just a hip hop show now.
The whole second half of the show, you guys talked about hip hop, and Fear was into it.
Yeah,
which
so,
was awesome. But I just didn't get it. It might just be because I'm an old fuck, and honestly, all I listen to is classic rock. So.
Well, me and Montez are pretty big music nerds. And he knows a lot.
Like in general, or just about hip hop?
In general, but we know a lot about hip hop too. But I mean, he listens to everything. So.
Because I'm pretty
sure he's a Deftones fan, but he's like a big black guy in his 30s. It's kind of
right.
He listens to everything. But yeah. Well, we don't talk about Trump. We don't talk about Hillary. We don't talk about the election. We don't talk about Black Lives Matter or any of that shit. So. We talk about, I don't know, a lot of hip-hop, though. I don't know. I might have to remarket the show as just a hip-hop show and call it a day.
I really like that one Commodores song, Yeezy Like Sunday Morning.
Oh, that's one of the worst. Do you have the car crash lined up?
No, but you know what I do have? So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Alrighty.
say something for a second.
What?
Say something. Seriously.
What am I saying?
Oh, you sounded a little for a minute there. You sounded a little bit better. Like maybe things were starting to straighten out.
Oh, you know what? It's probably I should have just connected to my Wi-Fi. I'm on LTE. That's probably why.
You ass.
I'm an idiot.
Yes, there's no debating that. You are an idiot.
I agree.
Check us out right here every week at RadioFreaks.tv. If we haven't replaced Tony yet, with a fifth co-host for the show.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
You can check us out right here every week, 9 p.m. East, 6 p.m. West, RadioFreaks.tv. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are gotten, you can pretty much hear us. So search for us, The Radio Freaks. And check out the Anticast whenever Tony decides to get up off his lazy little ass and post it. So.
Yeah. Do it.
Next week, it's rare that I don't know who our adult film star guest is, but I do know who the comedian is. And normally I don't say it because normally I'll jinx it, but it's pretty safe bet to say we're going to have our good pal Adam Ferrara on the show next week.
I would hope so.
Whether it's a matter of being live or not is a whole nother discussion.
Yes.
It may be pre-taped, but I'm fairly certain, with most fair certainty, that we're going to have our good pal Adam Ferrara on the show. So check us out next week, and go check him out, AdamFerrara.com, and go support local live comedy. Will you fucks? It really is a good, important thing to support. And until next week, go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just talking to you, Tony. That's how you sign off your show.
Loud and clear.
Until next week, see ya!